do. Project Zomboid, I'm Mitch Freak. So, this is my introduction to Rosewood. I like the town. It's fun to be a noob in. I, even with the settings of low early start population, the prison up here is absolutely ridiculously jam packed with so many zombies. It's not even funny. And the problem is my tactic of trying to use fire really didn't work properly because I didn't know how to set it properly, and unfortunately the after effects are that it burns everything, so you don't really get a lot of loot out of it. So it'll kill zombies. It's just, yeah, you're gonna have to sacrifice that bit of it. Now, there is enough stuff I've collected, I'll show you it, that I don't really need to worry about it. I could just burn all those zombies. And I was thinking of, I put the fire pit right on the road, or right next to the road. I'm thinking next time I try to do this, I'll set up a bunch of them and just scavenge so many dirty, bloody clothes from all the zombies I can possibly stuff into the car. Take those dirty, bloody clothes to the fire pits, load them all up with just massive amounts of fuel, light them, and then, well, not light them actually, go get a bunch of zombies, and not using the car, because I'll have the car as a backup to get away, but get the zombies, collect a bunch of zombies slowly, patiently, then come down here. I can light the fire very quickly. The fires very quickly, so by patiently walking and dragging them over here, and yelling hey all the time and just circling around them to make sure I get the stragglers and get to out here. I'll probably set the fire pits right like here and here, and I'll just start, or maybe I'll just in just a bunch, because it's really difficult to get the zombies en masse to light up unless you've got them grouped already and you've got a lot of fire pits around. Otherwise it's a bit tricky getting them all. I'm sure as I get more experienced it'll be easier, but the way I figure, as long as I can get trees lit on fire too, I can spread the fire quickly and get the entire mass. So if I can do that, by getting them to about here and then running over here, lighting the fires, and then running back, making sure everybody's collected and get them back here, I can get, like, not run all the time or I'll just be dead, but get them over here and then get them all on fire. I'm sure I can sacrifice a whole bunch of woodland in order to make that happen. I'm not even sure if it's worth doing it. There was one police vehicle. Of course, it's all random, right? But there was one police vehicle I really wanted to grab and use. But see, the thing is, I don't even think I need to approach the prison. It's just, it seems too much like let sleeping dogs lie, right? So over here, you'll usually start in a house or something, but sometimes you'll start in the police station, and the police station has nightsticks in the desks where you spawn. Plus, you have a house key, and that house key, if you hover over the house key, will show you highlighted all the doors in green, including the lockup area, which is right about here, with lots of guns. It's great. You can load up on weapons, lots of ammo. It's awesome. I don't use firearms yet, but I've collected them all over here, and I'll show the weapons I've collected. I've actually dumped a lot of weapons. I've stripped a lot of I discovered you can actually have upgrades on the weapons. So I've got a lot of 9mm laser pointers, I've got stocks, ammo strips, blah, blah, blah. So I'll show you those. Mostly you'll spawn here, down here, sometimes over here, sometimes over here. My main goal in the very beginning is to book it to the school in order to strip all the lunch boxes of food, get as many books as possible, because I've found that books are the best way to clear up unhappiness, stress, and boredom in huge chunks. And you get so many books. I'm not so much interested anymore in comics or magazines or newspapers and all that. It's just books. I've just got so many of them now, and you get a lot of school bags, which are great. School bags can be found on the floor in school. If you're lucky, there's going to be school bags on the floor as well. So you pick those up. They'll be in lockers. Pick those up. There's food in the kitchen over here, and I just get everything I can in the school that's useful, like books, just straight books, just the red book, books, food, and I stuff it all in the fridge and around. There's multiple fridges at the school. Set that up, get it ready. Then I get a backpack and book it for the supermarket. If I haven't gone to, if I didn't spawn in the school, it's usually really high on my to-do list because it has hopefully lots of nightsticks. So there's that. And yeah, it's just school, grocery store, and this. And any deli or anything that I get into, I want to grab all the food that's not in fridges and put them in the fridges. The issue I've discovered is I honestly have too much food. In fact, I've just got a ridiculous amount of food. I'll get to the map in a sec. And a little digression, I use this to just run over so many zombies. And it's got zero condition in it. Didn't have a hood for a while. It's the trunk, it's gone. The engine's 7%, and I was able to actually get good speed out of it and actually drive it all the way from the prison to here on 7% engine. It was just amazing. So yeah, you could have no front tires at all, and I was able to steer. Difficult, but I was able to do it. So now I'll get to the great thing about the cars. Now, any road blockages, I'll icon. The last thing I want to do is pick up speed and then hit a couple of wrecked cars in the middle of the road. That would be bad. I like Sunday Driver because it prevents me from going too fast and, of course, screwing up. So I like that. Cruise control is great. I learned that you have to be going forward, then you hit shift, because I've been trying to hit shift independently of going forward and it doesn't work. So yeah, that's the trick I learned. That I was mistakenly thinking shift, the hotkey shift is cruise control. No, you actually have to be pressing down W and to actually make the cruise control work. I haven't actually got it fine-tuned. It's a bit sticky when I'm trying to control what kind of speed I've got, but I'll get there. All right, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 5 cars with keys in the glove box, and that was my lifesaver. I didn't take it seriously at first. Mostly I was concentrating on, does it have fuel? But actually, if it's got a key in the glove box, or you find a key from a zombie nearby and you locate your car, make a note of it on the map. And that's what I've done. I erased anything, like I had one over here and one over here. But if you can find a car with a key in the glove box or locate that matching key on a zombie, just mark it on the map, because you want as many cars as possible. And you want to fuel them up, and you want to locate them near your base. So you can, if you die, you can respawn and grab another car and use wrecked cars as battering rams while you have another car as your backup car, your transport car, your roaming car, and you've got your wrecks that are still serviceable barely as battering rams. So, and they can actually kill zombies even though they've got totally crap bits on it that you'd think would never actually work. Like, how the hell can this car work? But it's very doable, and it amazes me that a 7% car can actually get, you could pick up quite decent speed. It's amazing. I'm sure if all the tires were gone, then I'd have a crap car, but as you can see, I can turn. I shouldn't be able to turn. Maybe it's just, the axle. I don't know car parts, but the bits on the brake pads maybe are able to steer it. It's just bizarre. Of course, what I usually do is just take out the key, so I don't have to worry about the lights or anything. Now, I'm pretty sure that's true. Like, if you take out the key, the lights will go off. Or not, I'm an idiot because I don't know cars. But yeah, turn off the lights before getting out of the car. Yeah, if I'm going exploring and I think I'm going to be fighting, I'll take the key out and I'll take it out of my, and this is the thing I discovered later on in the playthrough, that I was putting I was putting it in the glove box or putting in my backpack or even my fanny pack, and then I realized, oh, I've never actually used my keyring, and lol. So yeah, but when I do go raiding, I'll put it in the glove compartment. That way, if I die, at least the key is with the car, and my reincarnation can continue. Now then, I'll show you. I'll turn on the lights so it's easier to show. I think I got rid of cat's eyes. I was trying to get the speed demon instead of speed demon instead of Sunday Driver, just because I wanted to play around with the smashing things. But I got rid of cat's eyes, so yeah, it's a bit darker. Now, this is the loot I collected from pretty much the entire city, and 60 chips, and of course it's random each time, but you're looking at around 60 chips. You've got an equal amount of candy, cereal, chocolate, crackers, not many dry ramen noodles actually. It's kind of weird. It's probably RNG. Same amount of fruit jam, so this is sort of equal amounts. The hunger is like unhappiness and minus. That's great. I mean, that's like a book will lower that dramatically, but hunger is minus 30. That's great. What's the nutrition value? It's not bad actually. That's pretty funny. Crackers are crap for nutrition. For calories, I'm not sure what calories do, but I'm hoping that calories are damage. It increases your damage. I'm not sure. I have no idea really. I'm just making a guess. Calories are great on the chocolate. Cereal is great. I mean, it'll probably send that up a whopping amount. 2,000, 2,400. Wow. All right. Candy packages, calories, but no nutrition. So, is it proteins that'll send it? I still have to learn so much about this game. Was that 52? So this is calories, right? So what does? Maybe it's not like stress. You don't. This is a mod that shows stats, but it won't show stress, and maybe it won't show calories. I mean, proteins you've got for nutrition, maybe. Oh, who knows? Anyway, so as you can see, you get an equal amount of mac and cheese and peanut butter, peanuts, pickles, TV dinners. They kind of equally spread out in the amount of stuff that'll drop. So it's pretty much an equal RNG for all this stuff. And you've got enough, that's about a shelf worth. And I've started to realize that this location is actually crap. I don't think there's any kitchen in here. I think it's just like it's got a roof you can access, and that's pretty cool. I want to get a rain collector so I can just power the sink down here once the water does go out. So that's the main reason I'm here. But I don't think it has. Does it have a kitchen? Okay, it's got a kitchen. All right, so it doesn't suck completely, but and you can place a generator right here, and you'll be able to power the fridges down here and the stoves up here, which is great. Probably use a lot of fuel though. There's 2 ovens and 2 fridges. Yeah, it's gonna suck a lot of fuel, but we have a generator at the gas station, all fueled up. I haven't found how to. It's a little manual how to power a generator, so I haven't found it yet, which is surprising. I usually find it a lot, but yeah. What I'd like to do is find a location in town where I have an oven, laundry, washer and dryer. Well, I found I don't need a washer. I just need a lot of. I don't need dryers. I just need a lot of washers. It's great. I'll show you the laundry mat right here. It's actually it's spread out. It's annoying how spread out it is, but it's got everything you need. If I could have a generator, that would suck so much power though. Could you believe that? I wonder if you turn it on, it'll drain it, or if the generator just assumes that everything here is going to drain power. I don't know. I haven't tested that yet, but I'm hoping not. But yeah, I mean, I've got an extra set of clothes in mostly every dryer. I haven't perfected it yet because I didn't realize the advantages of it yet until this playthrough. So what I do is just I'll take off all my clothes, I'll shove them in here, and then I'll grab another one, turn on that one, and yeah, I've got a new set of clothes, easy peasy, and I don't have to really think about it. They're all, you upgrade them, you get the leather gloves, and you've got the bulletproof vest, and yada yada yada. I don't have a lot of warm clothing yet because it is summer, but yeah, it's really great. So I found that is the best tactic, and by the time you get back, oh, by the way, if you leave grid, it'll kind of not complete its better drink some water. It'll not complete its cycle, so when you get back, it's still running, but as long as it does, and that's why I have multiple washers, you'll always have a dried suit of clothes in the washer, which is kind of funny because you'd think you'd have to use dryers to dry them out, but things dry so quickly. It's actually quite amazing. Anyways, I've got smoker, but I realized I am able to survive so very long. And especially I love fanny packs. They're great because mostly you're doing a lot of raiding and switching supplies between your backpacks, and so you carry extra in here. But if you keep all your stuff that you need to keep your health up and cigarettes and stuff, if you keep them in your fanny pack, you'll never have to worry about. Sometimes you'll accidentally move your matches and lighters go in here and won't go back. But yeah, it's a great way. Once you found a fanny pack, it's a game changer. It's really good. I think this was the police. No, I renamed the police one. House key. I think this is when I took the key out, or did I put it in the? No, I did not put it in the glove compartment. This is the one. So yeah, key ring right there. So I've got a hammer and screwdriver attached to my belt, and they're handy for removing doors. That's all you need to remove a door, even in the police station. But like I said, once you spawn, and I'm a noob, I'll die often enough that one of the times I'll be spawning in the police station. I can simply use that key to open all the doors you need to lock up. So that's cool. I've got a mop and bleach just to clean up some blood. And it's pretty cool. You just aim at a square, and it'll not only do the floor, but it'll do the walls around it. So that's kind of interesting. I've got the starting population low, but it'll increase to insane by 365, and I think it's too far in the future. I think I need to lower that number. I was just experimenting. So next time I'll probably do it probably 180 days and see how that affects things. I put all my water in here, and I looted literally all the water in the city, and it didn't fill up. By the way, I've got organized, so it increases the size of the. It should be 50, but it's increased by a bit, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, you can fit all the water bottles you can, and the wine and everything, possibly find in here. And of course, what I think I'll do from now on is just put everything here, like not in here. Like I've got my food, I made a kind of like a defensive delaying action here. But I think what I need to do is rethink my setup, like not have it here, but use the shelves. Like go out there and you use all the shelves, because the shelves carry way more than simply a box. It just doesn't work. So yeah, the books. I've got how much books? You get about almost 100 books. Collect them all. Look at that. Minus 40 unhappiness, minus 40 stress, minus 50 boredom. It's great. I've also found that this is hilarious. It has taken so long. Like, I've gotten all the rotten stuff I'm collecting here and the crap. But look at all this. I thought I didn't know, as I'm a noob, I thought that I needed so much food to feed myself. But it's been almost a month, and I've barely. Look at all the stuff of the not fresh. I put everything that wasn't fresh in this fridge. That wasn't a frozen item thing. And it's going off. I thought I need so much food to last, but I can't. I literally do not eat enough food per day to make a dent in all the food I've collected. So I'm like, why the hell am I worrying about this? I mean, it's a month in. They're literally going to go all rotten before I can eat it all. It's like, what the hell? I've got everything frozen. I don't know how long. Whoops. I don't know how long it takes before this stuff goes unfresh. I don't see any. Like, I've put all the crap stuff, like the peas and the meat. I've got so many mincemeat and patties. I don't even know if it's helpful. Like, I haven't really looked into what each food will give you for nutrition, and I really should. I should look it up right now on my back computer. For nutrition value, I love ice cream. It's hilarious. Minus 10 unhappiness and minus 30 hunger. But I've got books, so I don't really care about eating stuff that'll give me a negative boredom and happiness, because I can just read a book, and I've got so many of them. I've been reading books a lot, every day probably. I've read 30 books so far, and I've still got 100 left, right? So it'll last me a very long time, and I'm sure as a noob I'll discover new ways of increasing and I've discovered that walking around outside lowers your boredom, and yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, I'm sure there's tons of ways to lower it. So nutrition value. Okay, so each nutrition value, carbohydrates, proteins, so it's a combination, really. Okay. Each of these variables currently only have an impact on the player's weight. Okay, so if I want to lose weight, I need to lower my nutrition? Wait. What about my energy? Basically, it's saying it only affects the weight, so it's not the energy you have for beating up zombies. I guess it's just probably your awake state. I guess. Like overweight's great because at least I don't get lowered strength from underweight, right? And it's a good. Yeah. And I picked the nutritionist so I could see these values because I was curious. Where's the nutritionist icon? The pyramid. I think I removed it when I was doing this particular character. But yeah, but I can still see the nutrition values of any food. Okay, I guess I can see, but weird. It's too funny. All right. Just reading this. If during the character creation, if none are chosen, so the default weight is 80. Okay. Okay. Losing weight can be lowered by climbing over. Losing weight. Weight can be lowered by climbing over fences and through windows instead of sprinting instead of walking, and avoiding sleep, which can be helped with a wakeful trait. The biggest factor into losing weight is the type of food eaten, which would ideally be avoided. However, this would lead to death. Lol. The best foods to eat that are low in calories and high in hunger. And high in... Okay, somebody wrote this, doesn't speak English, but whatever. Such as the following fruits and vegetables: radishes, tomatoes, broccoli. I guess... Wait. Hunger. And high in... Well, of course. Hunger minus 12 or 15 would be good. Radishes, tomatoes, broccoli, onions, strawberries, cherries. Okay. Okay, so this is due to any excess calories were consumed previously being used first. Okay, so just anything that doesn't have a lot of calories. Okay, great. And it doesn't seem to affect the strength of my combat, so that's good. So I'll just eat this crap. Okay, so basically fruits and fruits and veggies, basically. Okay. Carbohydrates are used in determining potential weight gain. This value is ignored unless the player has consumed more. Okay. Alright. Okay. So I had a problem. I was trying to get my calories up because I thought it was the strength of my combat, but what it was doing was probably eventually going to increase my weight, probably, maybe, or just preventing me from lowering that weight. Protein surplus, the malus effective velocity exercise. Protein values between 50 and 300 provide a Okay. So protein is good for increasing your strength gain, and values below apply at 0.7 gain penalty. Okay, weight scales such in hospitals combined. Ooh, weight scales such as in hospitals. I didn't even know there was a weight scale. That's kind of cool. Lipids, previously called fats, but they're still called fats. I saw those fats. Okay, so I keep the lipids and the carbohydrates down, but I need the proteins up. Okay, and calories, the main weight determining nutrient. Got it. Okay. So calories are the main one. So yeah, I was thinking that it was combat strength, but I was kind of shooting myself in the foot. Okay, what's the highest in protein, but the least in calories? Berries, basically. Yeah, berries. Uh, yeah, definitely berries, except, yeah, fruit, except, yeah, the small berries, like the berries. Not anything like fruit-like, because it's got a lot more calories. But yeah, berries are really good. I don't think. Do I have any freaking berries? I've got cherries. No, cherries suck. Okay, well, I don't think I think I have to forage for that kind of thing. So berries are out. What's my next bet? Peach, banana, orange, lemon. Oh, okay, lemon. I think there's lime too, so lemon and lime. All right, I'll definitely need the nutritionist. I think I do. I just kind of tailored this character for speed. Veggies, organize it by proteins. Oh, interesting. Okay. So the best bet for that would probably be corn, canned, high in protein, right? So corn can is really good. Actually, scratch that. Peas, frozen peas. Huh. I was kind of thinking those were crap because they didn't have a lot of um, calories, right? So I was like, nah, I don't want calorie. I want the most calories I can get, like bolognese and stuff, but it's going to affect my weight. And peas are going to be great for strength. Huh. All right. So I've got a lot of peas. I just put them in my backup fridge because I wasn't actually picking up a lot of them because I thought they were crap. But yeah, peas. Will they give a different nutrition value when I cook them? Because obviously I don't want to eat them when they're fresh frozen, right? Hunger minus 20. Yeah, that's okay. Involves cooking ingredient. Nutrition added. Cooking ingredient. Okay. So if I made a cooking ingredient with that, increase the nutrition value by 10%. Okay, so stew is any protein, but soup is just basically, um, yeah, okay. Soup is just vegetarian stew. All right. Um, let's see now. Gonna do roasted. Alright, let's go back. Do a rice pod. What do you think? Rice pod. Rice and pasta, okay. But rice is what though? That's a lot of calories actually. Is there any way to just eat peas, period? Okay, let's test this out. Let's see what we can do with peas. Kind of curious about this. So, right, I've got, I've found in total, I think 2 hiking bags and 3 duffel bags, and I've got a crap ton of school bags. I've got all the training books in one as you can see, I've just got beginners and intermediates, and yeah. And I just filled up with a school bag and organized the books in the school library. That's where I got them all onto one shelf for the advanced and expert, and just left it there. And if I need to, I'll come back. But yeah, this is all the training books and all the magazines I could get my hands on. And they don't go away when you read them, except like the comic books and the newspapers and magazines. They will disappear once you read them, like the books, the red books. But training stuff, yeah, they'll stick around. I've got a toolbox, haven't used it really yet. These are all the weapons I've found. The ammo, sorry, for the weapons. I've put the weapons on the floor. Over here, I've got 2 gun cases. And funny enough, they both have the same size. I know, the huge one and the small one visually have the same volume. I've got a red dot M9 pistol. You can find those at the prison on guards. They're awesome. When you aim at somebody and it goes red, yeah, their outline goes red. It's pretty cool. Or maybe that's just I don't know. I'm hoping that the red dot makes it easier to shoot at things, and it definitely looked it. All right, so this is all the ammo I found. It's pretty RNG, I suppose. The axes were from the fire station. The fire station is great, of course, because you can collect a bunch of fireman clothes and military boots, which are great, and that's what I stock my laundry with. These are pretty much what I've found for miscellaneous stuff. I probably found in total about 400 plus cigarettes in the city. Lol. Got lots of matches, lots of lighters, same kind of distribution. I don't really know what this stuff is for. I haven't used it yet. But yeah, I have so much stuff. I've collected a bunch of digital watches just in case I need them. They're great. Tell the date along with the time. I've got propane tank, Wildermass propane torch. I've got probably about 10 gas cans, maybe 12. I put 2 each full in each of my cars just for backup, and I've found 2 large gas cans, and one of those can fuel almost a car's gas tank, so that's pretty cool. All my tools are right here that I've found. A bunch of screwdrivers, a bunch of hammers. I discovered hammers actually are consumable when you use them, which is really bizarre. I think if you take out a good door, it destroys one of the hammers, which is just shocking. But point of note, so now I'm grabbing all the hammers, and I think the screwdrivers last a bit longer. I'm not sure. But anyways, all I know for now is that the hammers get used up, which kind of sucks, but yeah. Got a toolbox with mostly one of everything. I really haven't found a use for the toolbox. It kind of, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Toolbox, grab. I'll show you now the hiking. It's got a weight reduction of 15, which totally sucks, by the way. Hiking bag has 70. It's great. The duffel bag has 65? Give me a sec. Yeah, this one has 60. The duffel bag has 65 weight reduction, and then each step up, of course, is a bit more. And of course, as you can see, I've got organized, so it gives me a little bit more room, which is great. All right. Now I tried to make this electronics and this metal and this cloth and stuff, but I accumulated, after raiding the city, I accumulated so much stuff that it's filled 3 boxes. I'm like, I really should have not done it this way and just shoved everything in the food shelves over here, because I needed a lot more shelves. I only found a little bit. It's probably RNG, but I only found a few seeds. So I expect if I go to a specialty store, I'll find more, and it could be just RNG. But yeah, these are all my car parts, mostly. It weighs a lot, especially the tires. Huge size for the tires. Got about 3 propane tanks. And as you can see, this is all the stuff I've collected from the city and brought it here. This actually is all the medical stuff from the entire city stuffed into one shelf, so that's amazing. This is all the dry food stuff, like I've got a bunch of roasting pans and frying pans and cooking pots and all that stuff, and a bit, condiments stuff, and this is all the dry cooking ingredients here. But I haven't used it at all. It's just blowing me away that I've got all the stuff and I haven't even touched it yet. All I'm doing is eating the occasional high value a muffin or peach or whatever. It's just blowing me away that it's all going off, and this is just the unfresh stuff. I'm like, what? So all the stuff is going to rot before I get a chance to really eat it. And I'm like, I should really just start getting really picky about what I pick up. And to that effect, it's going to be frozen peas. And to that note, let's go check it out. Yeah, it's just a learning curve of collecting too much, realizing that you've collected way too much that you'll ever eat. Like I thought, I could keep it for a while and eat it over time, and I'd eventually eat all this fridge within a week or two. And what happened was I wasn't, and I was like, wow. So let's grab a cooking pot. Grab one. Let's grab a frying. Let's see how much stuff I can do with peas. I don't think I can use a bowl, but I'll check it out. Grab one. Okay. So grab some peas. Is this full? Oh, whoops. So I've got a ton of, this is from a car somewhere. I loaded up. Anyways, let's go grab some peas. me. Let's not do that. Walk away, walk away. So let's grab 1, 2. Oh, we're already... Okay, never mind. I'm just going to drop this. Drop. There we go. Okay. Grab that P. Alright, let's head up and deal with that. See what we can cook. Yeah, I've got... what I had was all the high-calorie food here. Right here. Canned peas, wood, calories too. That's a lot of calories actually compared to other stuff like yeah, as you can see, give me a sec here. Yeah, this is all the less than. This is pretty funny. Canned carrots is pretty much nothing. 0 proteins though, but I'd like more proteins. Canned chili proteins. Yeah, I'll just have to do some math. But yeah, let's try out these peas. Yeah, 60 chips. Low. I've been eating one of them too. I was thinking, God, I'm going to be using all this. I'm going to run out. But yeah, it's just, what the hell? I've got so much dry food. So I'm thinking, I might even just grab frozen peas and subsist off frozen peas and not care about anything else. It just depends though. All right, so what can I do? Eat. Oh, I don't want to do that. Let's see. Is it giving me any option? No, they're not. Weird. So that's going to increase my boredom and happiness a lot. I think there's a microwave around. I'm not sure. Ah, there it is. Alright, so I don't think... Turn on. Alright. So I'm hoping it's going to improve once I de-thaw it. Alright, so... And I don't think cooking it will help. Yeah, it's not saying cooking. So, oh yeah, I don't think microwaves actually calculate cooking or burning or not. So I'll go over here and try out the peas in here. So yeah, I mean, this is great. I can just deal with hunger. I've got a lot of proteins, not much calories, not much carbohydrates. So it's perfect for the overweight status I've got. So I'll do that. Drink. Alright. And I've got the settings of my game to customize the power and the water outage 2 to 6 months. I wanted 1 to 3 months, but the game didn't have that option, so I picked that just because I wanted to play around, because I'm a noob. I like to experiment for sure. Now then, let's turn this on, put the peas in, walk away. All right, now then, oh, they're already thawed, but they're not burning, so what's going on? Okay, it's not really affecting anything. Okay, whatever. Okay, so peas, big time. Frozen peas, perfect, right? So, the stale will give you plus 15. I mean, sorry, minus 15 hunger, and just plus 10 boredom and unhappiness each. So that's perfectly fine. I am totally cool with that. And I just put it in the freezer and keep it that way. Find as many peas as I can possibly do. Stuff it in the freezer somewhere. and that's my food. And as long as they thaw, I can eat it. So I don't even have to cook it. I can just walk around with it and eat it later. So, yeah, I think that'll be my tactic. Ice cream as well is great, but the calories are just ridiculous. So I'll probably just avoid it. I like doing it, but then why would I need it when I've got peas and I've got a book to deal with the boredom? And I can just walk around and get rid of the boredom. Yeah, I've got so many medical stuff. It's insane. I mean, all this stuff. I mean, if I need all this stuff, I've at least got infected. So, yeah. But it'd be nice to get all the medical supplies, and those are in the school nurses area. I think the medical store is right here. I think, or right here. I think it's right here. Yeah, I think right here. Anyways, one of the two. And the doctors have their offices have a lot of stock, and of course, where is it? I think it's right here in the bottom here on the first floor, just behind the garage, or at the rear of the garage. There's a hospital area where all the medical stuff too. And you grab all three of those locations, you got a crap ton of medical supplies. Yeah, what are the other stuff I've learnt? I can usually loot about half a dozen houses before I need to sleep, or I've got so much I need to return to my outpost. And what I've done is I've slowly, like, it would grab all this stuff and I would move it into the school, put it there, and then I'd slowly move it over to the grocery store by hand. And I've realized after using cars for the first time in earnest, that it's just find cars. Your main object is to get weaponry, of course, like a nightstick. Find cars that have keys. Once you do, got to make the long trek to the gas station, get some gas, bring it back, fuel those cars that you've marked on the map. And as long as you've got one car, you can then load up all your gas cans into that one car, fuel it up. Add fuel to all the gas cans you've got, and then drive around to each car, fuel those cars, collect them all at the locations that you need. Like, I mostly got them here. They're all kind of like strung out and burning over there, but wrecked. But yeah, I mean, collect them all around here. So you've got a bunch of cars. So if you do die over here, you've got a backup car and you continue the work. And that's what I think I'll be doing. I found that this doesn't have any beds. So what I did was I just had a nearby house that had, and the interesting thing about it, let's go travel there. These are really heavy, so what I would do is drop everything, grab it, and then I'd be able to, I could move them by car. I'd get in the car, quickly get to my base, and get out of the car and drop the generator. I believe the generator takes about, let's pick it up here. Take generator. It is 40, I think. It's an incredible amount, and you can't dump it in your car at all. You can only grab it quickly, get in the car, zip over to the location you need it at, and dump it, and then recover your health from carrying that much weight. It's quite the ordeal, but the cars make it so much easier. Of course, you add fuel to them, and to connect the generator, you'll need the pamphlet that tells you how, but it's usually pretty easy to get it. It's just RNG this time, hasn't coughed up the page I need to read. Let's go visit my backup house and show you that now. There are a couple of things, and this is a mannequin I stole from this store and put it in the middle of the street. Pretty funny. But try not to kill any zombies when you're fighting hand to hand on the street, because it just makes your job so much harder. I think it's a bit of a speed bump, and I think it hurts your car or your tires, pretty sure. So yeah, just try to avoid killing zombies on the road itself. It might not make any difference, but just in case. And I put a gnome in front of the... Oops. So this is my backup house, and I've got some escape ropes, and what you need is an open... I had a box of nails in my inventory, but it wouldn't allow me to. I don't think I've made a... No, I haven't. Here it is. So you need to open the window, and then it make escape rope as long as you've got two. It depends on the what story you're at, but typically, second story, you'll need two cloth ropes. I forgot, a rope ladder, or I forget. Anyways, you make them from 3 sheets and stuff, and as long as you've got an open box of nails or nails in your hand and a hammer, you can make one of these outside an open window, and you don't even need to open or remove the curtains. You can just make it, close the window, bam, there you go. And I made it on all these stuff. I should have them here. Oh, weird. I swear I made an escape rope. I wonder if it despawned because there was an awning right here. That could be true. I'm certain I made one over here. There we go. So the other one I made in here despawned because there was an awning. Alrighty, good to know. So yeah, I collected a lot of soap, thinking, oh my god, I need soap to wash myself. But you don't need soap to wash yourself or anything. You can just use it without soap. It might be a new feature in the game that you don't need soap to wash yourself. But currently, yeah, just do that. It's easy. Maybe I was trying it when the water was shut off and I didn't realize it. That could have been it. Anyways, so yeah, you don't need soap to wash yourself. So yeah, you don't have to madly go about, and you don't need bath towels. I mean, watch. I will not be wet when I complete this. I won't get any of my clothes wet or anything, which is just so bizarre. Yeah, see? Just it's amazing. It was like, okay, I'm clean, great. So that's one thing to know. Now then, this is how it's set up, and I learned this later on in my playthrough, and I was like, oh my god, I really need to do this next time I start another campaign, is pick up. What you do is you go and pick it up. Now, funny enough, you cannot rotate TVs. It apparently, you can do the rotate thing, but you actually can't rotate it. What it does is when you click on it, it just opens up the device options and doesn't give you the option to spin it. So, yeah, see? So I've tried numerous ways of doing it without, but it just doesn't work. So, yeah, just... whatever, it doesn't matter which direction they're turning. This is just for aesthetic, so who cares, right? Just grab a bunch of TVs, bring them in here, dump them around in a circle, I haven't actually been able to place a radio yet that I was able to turn on. The only radios that I could use the device options when they're on the ground was stuff that was already there at the beginning of the game, so I don't really know how to make it work. See, there's no device options. I can carry them and play them, but I haven't been able to put them down anywhere. Maybe I need to place it on a place they usually spawn at. Say right here, maybe. Can I now interact with it? No, I can't. So yeah, you're basically stuck. You either carry it around and listen to it, or you find a place where there is a radio and you make your base there, which would be a smart thing to do. Like, let's check it out. Oh, the great thing about zombies, they will try to jump over a fence, like a window, and they'll hit the ground lying down, and you've got a chance to insta-kill them. But I've had problems where I'm not able to bash them on the ground. When I do that, it like swings into the air and doesn't hit them on the ground, which is really bizarre. Maybe I haven't highlighted them green or something. I don't know. I thought I was, but it's a bit tricky, and they tend to sometimes even crawl fast at you and push you down, so it's kind of scary. But what I found is, if it doesn't work, I can just hop the fence and watch till they try again, and I can kill a whole bunch of zombies that way, which is awesome. It's more fun than doing it with a window, because windows are kind of sketchy. You don't have a lot of room to back off and get your options and also jump through, whereas you can do that with a fence. But that's a thing to note. Also, breaking windows, always have something in your hand to do that. As long as you have a tool in your hand, you can clean windows of debris. And as long as you remove broken glass like this, it doesn't show the tool. But as long as you have the tool, you won't get injured. It's one of the biggest injuries you have. Say if a zombie breaks into the house and you've washed your clothes and you're walking around in bare feet, if you step on that glass, it is deep wounds and it's brutal. So yeah, easiest way for me to die. When I go into a house, I'll immediately root through everything, bring it all to the fridge, and stuff it all in the fridge, like books and tools and everything, right in the fridge. It's got a huge amount of space in there. I just shove it in the fridge, and then I go to the next house, and I get a bunch of that done, and I can go to those houses in the future, go to the fridge, grab it all, and toss it in the car and move. Finding a 2-story house is great because they usually have laundry in it. So let's see if we can locate I believe the radios will always spawn in the same houses. We'll have to test that actually. But yeah, checking the cars, I always forget to. So sometimes it's really hard to get the smashing of the car. I haven't quite gotten it, but it's interesting that I click on my nope. Where would I? Okay, I'm gonna test something because it looks like I'm clicking on myself when I'm at the green. So there we go. So click on myself. Nope. 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 I'm supposed to be able to smash this window, right? Can I? Oh, no. Okay. I should be able to. I haven't figured out the exact. Weird. Weird. That's weird. Okay. trunk. So you unlock the trunk, you check the fuel. Actually, you know what? Fuel I find is incredibly rare in a car, even though I've got low generation settings for the gas tank. You know, how many chances of cars have fuel, how much fuel do they have. I haven't found a car yet that actually had fuel in it. All you really care about is unlocking the trunk, checking the glove compartment, grabbing anything useful, checking if there's a key. If there's a key, go onto the map, mark it with a car, and then move on. And when you're ready, you've got your empty gas can, preferably a large gas can, put it in your secondary, head off to the gas station, grab the gas, come back, fuel it, and then you're made. I prefer not to break the driver's side window, just because zombies might try to get at you, and if you've broken it, that could be a problem if you find a key in it, right? So do try to avoid smashing the driver window. Planks are great for making firewood. The campfire, because the campfire is going to help you burn zombies. So 3 planks and a sheet, a curtain. You can make a campfire, and you need to light it with a lighter and any kind of material that you'll usually rip up into cloth strips, rags. So as long as you've got something like that consumable in your inventory and the lighter, you can light the campfire. I was like, do I need to douse it with gasoline because I only had a lighter? I'm like, what the hell? But yeah. Ignore the ones without windows, but they'll usually be a window. Climb through it. Check for, of course, because garages are great for tools that you can really hit things like metal pipes and stuff. Lots of metal work, metal bars. They're great. Two-handed ones are awesome. So definitely check the garages, especially for that, because they're so helpful. And where's this? Oh, there he is. Okay, so he'll... Oh, 2 of them. Alright, so he'll break it. And what we're hoping for... And they'll actually, if you think, oh, if I stand here, they won't crawl towards me and bump me over, but they actually will. So, oh, see, look. So, get out. I can't seem to do that. So we go over here and jump over the fence, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh. Not quite dead. Alright, so... The trick to fighting zombies is they usually have a nightstick, and you'll hit them. Again. And if they come at you in a group, like they're... Push one of them. Whack one. Push. Because you can push faster than you can whack. That's why I do it. Damage them like that. Keep walking. And basically the trick to the whole thing... Oh, push. Trick the whole thing. Oh, push. Yeah, see that? Whack and then push. So easily manage them. Oh. Yeah. Alright, so one's down. Just slump it. The trick is... Oh! Nah, lucky there. Come on. Look how fast it's crawling. Okay, so down. Oh, he's trying to bite me. Ouch. Alright, down. Step on his head. And see how I'm aiming beyond them? That's what you do. Oh, there we go. So he got his head. So push, don't have a weapon. Yeah. So as long as you step on them, they can't get up. So that way, if you're dealing with two, as long as you step on one, you'll be able to combat the other one. And then once you've dealt with him, or you've got him on the ground, you can step. Right. And what you're mainly looking for are watches, digital watches. If you don't have one, definitely get one. And what I'll do early in the game is I'll just strip it all, I'll loot it all, and I'll load up a washer, turn it on with pack it with as many zombie clothes as I can, turn it on, and then I've got a backup clothing center, so I can use that until I get to the laundromat and get the proper stuff. The best ones to get are baggy jeans. They're great. Jeans and baggy jeans are great. But yeah, once you get really experienced in this, you can get really overconfident. Please don't. But yeah, I'm very tired. That's why it's taking so long. Ridiculously tired. Yeah, what we're looking for is a radio. It's like, which one of these houses actually has a working radio that I can organize? A premium radio, actually. I've got to find a premium radio that'll allow me to get the emergency broadcast station. And, oh, by the way, watch this. So, walk to right here. I forget the hotkey, but you can actually, it won't disappear once. You don't have to do it every single time. It's just there. I don't have to hit any hotkeys, any new instructions. I've got the walk. It's really cool. And by the way, while I'm doing this, I'll show you something interesting. Watch this. I didn't realize that I can walk around while I'm smoking. I can drive a car. I can do a whole bunch of stuff while I'm smoking. It's pretty cool. Other things like eating or reading, you'll stop if you move, right? Also, if you're in a car, you can drink and eat and still be driving. It's pretty cool. So that is not 2-story. I have to limit my searches to this and here. I think this will be 2-story right here. But yeah, the search is on for premium radio and TVs that I can just shove together and be able to watch all the channels, because that'll be kind of fun. Get the learning from the VHS. There's not a VHS store in town, so I'll probably have to go elsewhere to find them. But if I plan it out right, I can probably get away with a multiple TV and a radio set. But let's see, is this device options? What do we got here? Okay, it doesn't have the broadcast, but I can actually interact with it. It would be kind of fun. So this house has all the same amenities, and I don't need. I've got a dryer too. That'd be great, but I don't really need it. I thought I used to, but if you're pressed for time, you've only got one set, sure, why not, right? But early on, this would be a great thing. Right here, this house right here. So just past the bushes on this side. Great setup. Get a bunch of TVs in here with the radio. Yeah, you're set. Yeah. And, oh, cool. Is this, can I tune into, alright, never mind. Not what I was looking for, but that's fine. Other stuff. It's good. I used to think keeping doors open was a good thing, but just close as many doors as possible. What you do when you go raid a house, you break a window, get in there, is open all the doors and then close them Of course, once you've explored it, of course, put an X on it. But as long as you've got both doors unlocked, both doors unlocked, you can then use them to escape and evade zombies, because zombies are kind of stupid. If you can get into a house, close the door, and run to the other side and close that door, zombies will only go to the last position they saw you at or heard you at. So they will get there, and since you put an obstacle in the way, like a line of bushes, if you can run to a line of bushes to get behind it, they'll go to that where they last saw you and stop. So you can actually evade tons of zombies using the urban area and trees too. So it's pretty cool. And once you've got the walk to thing down, it's a great thing. You can walk through trees without getting entangled on them or making a lot of sound. It's really cool. Now then, let's now that we've dealt with that, let's go back to the car. And what else do I need to show? I think I've covered pretty much everything I can possibly tell you guys. Getting a watch, pencil, eraser's good too. Alcohol wipes, bandages, painkillers. The vitamins I haven't used that much. Painkillers are good. Alcohol wipes are good. Bottle of it, disinfectant is great. But cigarettes, erasers, pencils, and your first aid stuff in the fanny pack, you can find one early on. I haven't found more than one, I don't think. So they're kind of rare, but once you get them, it's a lifesaver. Right. So let's go touring here. What do I need to tell? You can actually go quite a ways. I went, it was an undamaged car, and I fueled up, and I went all the way up here, took this road, got to here before I got my tank half full, so I needed to head back. But yeah, you can go probably way up here, which is, yeah, you can go a quarter of the map maybe with a single gas tank and be able to return. Now, obviously, if you had large gas tanks in your car, you can fit quite a lot of gas tanks in a single car with put stuff in seats and stuff, and you've got the trunk and stuff. You could go for a long way using one single gas tank and a bunch of fuel canisters in the car. Let's see now. One headlight working. So I used to be really freaked out by house alarms, and since I've got a low starting population, it's not too horrible. But what I've found is that zombies won't jump over two-level fences. They'll jump over. Give me a second. And a car running doesn't actually use a hell of a lot of gas. You can actually walk around, loot something, and come back, and the fuel's hardly being used. Zombies can, of course, jump over this level of fence, but only you can jump over high-level fences. And of course, if you're, extremely exerted, you won't be able to. But as you can see, I can get over it barely. But yeah, zombies will try to go around. So you can, knowing that you've got a protected area right here, if you hear a fire alarm, go for one of these fences, and you'll be able to hop to either side to avoid any zombies that are heading your way, but it's a good way to go, okay, I can stand here and not worry about any zombies coming from here. So you can just keep an eye out, make sure you're not anywhere near the zombies, and then once the car alarm and the house alarm ends, it won't reactivate for that particular house. It's like a one-use thing. It's really annoying, but it'll only happen once. You can go back inside the house and then loot it. Let's see now. I need to... Yeah, Ambulances will have, I got medical supplies out of the back of it. Not a lot, it's like a single closet that you open, cupboard, and grab. So it's not got a lot of stuff, but it's got enough. It's pretty cool. Oops. No wheels make this a little bit difficult. Yeah, two-story houses usually have washing machines in them, so that's perfect. But I prefer, as you saw, the grocery store, which is great. Actually, the grocery store is probably my best bet. I'm just trying to see if the fire station has, and I opened up one of the garage doors so I can get in like this, which is kind of cool. All right, so it's got a laundromat here. The hospital area is right there. It's got quite a few shelves. Like, how many shelves we got? So we got 1, 2. I don't think these carry a lot. How much space does it have? 39 is not horrible. It's a bit more than a crate, but still, I prefer the... I've only got 3 shelving units there. That's not good. Let's turn on this light here and talk about this place. So, it's got some beds. But it really doesn't have windows in those beds, I don't think. It's got a change room here with, I believe, a lot of lockers, and I already looted the lockers, I believe. So windows for escape route if you need, and of course beds without windows, which is kind of awkward. But hopefully you don't get ambushed by zombies there. You've got a fridge, 2 ovens. There's nothing really down here that's interactable, but I'm sure if you put a generator out here, you'll be able to power all this. It's too bad there's not more than 1 fridge, but as you saw, all we need is really peas, and I'm sure I can figure out what else there is. But yeah, peas, no big deal. Just lots of peas, frozen peas, and you know, just stuff it, and I'm sure you can't find more frozen peas than you can stuff into a single freezer. So yeah, tons of peas, live off peas, who cares? It's like, not like you can get penalized for eating the same stuff over and over and over, right? But unfortunately, you can't use that fire pole. It's pretty funny. But yeah, you could probably use the bookshelf as a storage unit. It's got the same as a shelf, so bookshelf works just as well as an industrial shelf, which is hilarious. You could probably... I better drink water because I'm gonna die. Check the lockers. Might be able to use the lockers as a makeshift... Am I starving? No, okay. 65? I could totally do that. I could use these as makeshift shelves. And I actually haven't looted these yet, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, I could use this as my makeshift shelved unit. Looks like a shower area. Okay. Unfortunately, I can't get on the roof to set up a rain collector, so that's kind of awkward. The only rain collector option you have is at the grocery store, so that is the plus side to the grocery store. Everything else is like this is all completely spread out, just like the grocery store. Is there any advantage to this place other than the grocery store? No, you got more shelves there, more centrally located. Yeah, it's a pity. People would say, yeah, the Farmhouse station is a great place. It's actually not really at all. All right, let's continue on. Of course, the police station completely sucks, except for the weapons locker, which you'd be a foolish person to take advantage of and use, but I've collected them just in case. The prison, I think, was just a ridiculous risk that isn't really worth it. You've got a bank over here and the law courts. Complete waste of time. There are, I believe, at least one water container there. One water container at the police station. That's a pretty well-stocked restaurant. I stripped all of that, of course. Knox Bank, I believe, has a water container. Zippy Market has a bunch of water, mostly. Alright, medical, there it is. This is the medical place. Tons of medical equipment. Uh-oh. Okay. The church I haven't even looted yet. I've discovered it's completely useless for loot. Of course, the restaurant here it's okay. It's surprisingly not the best. The motel sucks unless you want a book per room. Yeah, totally sucks. There's a pizza place over here, which is okay, kind of. I've got some dough and maybe some other stuff, but other than that, kind of sucks. Oh, this is Spiffos. Sorry. Spiffos, the restaurant. Get some stuff out of here. Whoopsie. And the pizza place is just beyond that. So it's worth looting for food-ish, but honestly, I'm ending up gonna have everything just rotting on me. It's hilarious. There's a ton of vehicle parts at this location right here. I just drove right in and took everything using a car. But yeah, this is the gas station. I put a generator here. I don't know how to hook it up yet, but I did fuel it. And you just walk here and you go refuel. And usually it's on this side of the car at the rear. But as long as you're close-ish enough, you'll be able to fuel it. Yeah, it works like that. And you just walk up to it and take fuel when you've got a... I usually have them in my primary and secondary hands when I fill them up. And you just get back in the car and put them in the C's, and you're good. By the way, if you got in on the passenger side or whatever, you can just switch seats using that. That's what I did. Yeah. Oh, cute. Anyways, turn off my headlights. Yeah, you won't use batteries when the engine's on, but if the engine's off, you could run the very real risk of, whoops, a very real risk of draining your battery. And there's nothing really good in this direction. Like, I tried a couple of farmhouses, but they totally sucked, so I'm like, screw that. The best farmhouse area is right here. I should have actually showed you it right here. This house right here. I'm gonna drive over there and show you that. The gated community totally sucks. Oh, come on. Poor little thing. There is a bar up here with a whole bunch of alcohol. So that's kind of cool. I didn't really take advantage of it. I think I died or something before I could actually get the stuff back. Oops. So yeah, totally crap. Yeah, the generators will power things within 20 squares, so I think I placed that generator properly. Hello. Oops. I'm surprised I haven't destroyed the engine yet. Oh. This is hilarious. Oh, yeah, it's, I think that last contact just knocked it out. What? 1% engine? Come on. Okay. This is going to be interesting because I have no... I'm just exhausted, so... See, I'm aiming far away, not onto the... That's the way you do it. You need to control your angle. Really tired. Took me forever. Alright. Oops. So, let's see now. 1%, oh my god. See, it's still operating at 1%. Can you believe that? Just bananas. Come on. You can do it. This will pretty much be the end of my tips and tricks. Yeah, so we'll see this. I'll go, uh-oh. And I'll go in real close. And then add, oh, I don't have any pens or anything. But I'll add a skull right there just to warn myself not to be too quick. So yeah, quickly trying to think of things to say before the end. But I think I've covered pretty much everything. I'm sure once I finish the video there'll be a ton of stuff I forgot, obviously. But yeah, that's the gist of it. Here is, I'm not sure if you need this kind of setup, and it is far away from everything I have, but I don't know. I haven't really thought about farming yet, because now I'm just blown away about how long my stuff is lasting. So, you know, if I try Apocalypse in the future, I'll probably need to think about that really soon, because that, you never know when the power is going to shut off. Yeah, I've got a screwdriver, so I might be able to... Uh-oh! Use my elbow, that's bad. But I have a screwdriver in hand, right? Oh, I'll just attach quick primary, there we go. Glass. Alright. Yeah, I think that was it. I can't think of anything. When the water runs out, each sink will have a reservoir of, it'll say 20. Each reservoir of a sink or anything will have 20 water, and you'll have that much until it runs out. And once that happens, it won't eject water anymore. So that's what happens when the water runs out. Usually, before I thought, ooh, I can make a sound and alert the zombies so I know if there's a zombie in there, but apparently they don't react when you do that. You actually have to make other sounds than that, which is hilarious. So that's one thing to note. What I will usually do if I'm scared of zombies in the house, I'll usually walk up like this, everything ready, and then closer till it can actually open up with E, and I'm in position to interact with the zombies immediately. I found that was the best strategy. And yeah, closing doors is great because it forces zombies to try to break through, and it takes from forever, unlike windows. But if they do break through, you've got a free plank there, which is great for, making barricades and all that stuff, and campfires, which is great. Oh, right. Alarm clocks. I haven't successfully play tested it yet, but I was thinking of, like, at my base, in the middle of the road, because the cars won't destroy them, I'll set the alarm of, say, 12 o'clock, midnight, and then 10 minutes later, I'll put another one. Set another alarm clock for 10 minutes later and have it down the road. And I haven't actually play tested whether it will attract nearby zombies and move them away from my base that way. I'm not sure. I'm hoping it works, but I haven't successfully play tested it yet. Anything else I can think of? I think, I'll have to watch my playthroughs that I'm actually playing. I've got recorded to figure out. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of other stuff that, as a noob, I was learning that, I need to do this I need to zig instead of zag. But yeah, it's 1% engine. I can't believe it's still working. That's insane. Both front wheels gone. Crazy. But yeah, I'm not really picky about cars anymore, as long as they have a key. Lol? As long as they have a key in the glove compartment, or I can find a key for it, which I don't bother with it. If I loot a zombie and it's got a key for a car, I'll go looking for the car, but otherwise I'm not going to bother. But if it's in the glove compartment, it's awesome thing. So yeah, just mark it and collect a whole bunch of cars, and then your life becomes so much easier. Police cruisers sometimes only have two. Well, they've got 4 seats, but once it's kind of tricky. It's kind of, police cruisers are kind of annoying that way. I would use them for battering rams and stuff and getaway vehicles. But I didn't actually use any barbecues or grills with propane. I'll take the propane and take them. I haven't actually used the propane propane torch for anything yet. I'm sure there's a use, but yeah. Excuse me. Hit the school, hit the cop station for the nightsticks. A great thing. Hit garages for metal pipes and stuff. Those are excellent too. I'm sure a metal pipe is just as good as a nightstick. The crowbar apparently wears out the least, so a crowbar, two-handed crowbar, is great. They can lift up floorboards, and one other thing. Give me a second. Don't want to end on a maybe. Crowbar, Zomboid. They have one more use, which is, I think, semi-useful. You can pick up windows? What? Oh, right, and you can pry off a barricade. So my usual tactic is to whack him and then push. Whack him and then push. As soon as they fall down. Chomp. 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 Now, I'm sure that you get really bloody doing this, and standing off of them to hit them while they're down will spray blood the other direction. But I have enough clothing that I don't really care. I've got enough sets of clothing that I don't really care if I get bloody, and I've really never noticed any... It's just an aesthetic thing for me, really. Yeah. Not gone off into the woods. I've not investigated areas really yet. I haven't done that a lot. I've tried it a few times. It's just, you know, it just... yeah, whatever, right? There's a question mark. Why was there a question mark? It's a question mark. It's getting stronger. Is it because there's something in here? No. 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 Never actually tried this. Okay. Alright, alright. So it's really strong right here now. Oh, no. Is it just an animation and I haven't really paid attention? Nothing to find here. Okay. Alright. Yeah, whatever. I shouldn't really show you anything that I haven't a clue because it'll just waste your time. Oops. Disable shirt. Okay, so... yeah, there's so much metalwork in the game, and it takes so much to lug it around that it's actually a low priority thing, because if it's everywhere, in garages everywhere, I really need not to worry about it, because I've not actually got to a level where I'm using metalwork to make things. So a metal bar or finding a crowbar is good enough for me for a weapon, and I don't really need to go to the police station to grab nightsticks. Getting into garages is no longer a difficulty. I used to be scared of garages, but they're actually quite user-friendly. You've got a really large escape route if you need to get out. You just can't interact by right. That's what I need to talk about. So you can't, as in a window, you can open it by clicking on it, and doors by clicking on it, but you can't with a garage door. You have to actually press E. So if you're always scared of garages because you don't know how to bloody well open them from the inside, press E instead of left clicking. It's just, I don't know, it's just a weird thing. Yeah, I had at least one escape rope here, but it must have despawned because it's an overhang? I don't know, maybe I forgot to put in a escape rope there. But yeah, I've got at least 2 on that building. I haven't had to use them yet. I haven't found a sledgehammer yet to knock out the stairs. Yeah, so I've found a lot of stuff, but yeah, anyways. So I guess, and I've got the lucky trait, so you'd think I would have found a sledgehammer by now, but I have not. Or, yeah, so. This was because I opened a map. I didn't realize that once you look at a map of a city, it'll populate on your map, which I had no idea. I thought, oh, it's just a stupid map, I'll never go there. but it just lets me know where on the grand map it is, and it populates it for you. So that's really cool. Didn't know that. And the weird thing is, you can use a sink to clean any kind of bandage and just use it again. Using a bottle of disinfectant will sterilize the bandage, but you know, if you're going to get bitten, you've got bigger problems than whether I'm going to use a sterilized bandage. But you know, it might help your chances. But it's kind of neat that I can just, without even needing any soap, I can clean a rag. You know, so just don't be afraid of using that kind of stuff and just washing it, reusing it, because it doesn't seem to have that much effect. Because, like I said, if you've been bitten, you've got way more problems than, yeah. Yeah, it's just what to avoid. Frozen peas. Can I live off frozen peas? Probably not. Probably want to, well, I want to lower my weight. So avoiding calories and keeping this low as possible might actually be really good for me. And I could lose some weight. But like I said, I haven't budged for weight yet. I don't know how long it takes to lose weight. Let's see, how quickly can I lose weight? This is the biggest issue for me, because it's like, how long does it take to lose weight? Zomboid. How to lose weight. Somebody's doing burpees, or you could exercise, right? Okay, the excess of junk food over time, as well as lack of exercise, can lead to being overweight. Are you sure? Okay, on the contrary, if you only rely on fruits and vegetables, sleep often. If you're only relying on fruits and vegetables, sleep often. Are you sure? And have a tendency to sprint everywhere, it can all lead to your character being underweight. Okay. I don't want to sprint everywhere because that's just dumb, but how quickly do I lose? How to lose weight. Okay, here we go. I don't really trust this guide. I might have to skip it. Non-processed healthy food, okay. Fruits and vegetables, okay. Stay on the move. Jumping over fences, manual activity. Okay. Will help you burn calories. Alright, so, well, yeah, okay, so I can burn calories, but if I keep my calorie count low by just eating properly, I won't need to do all this fancy stuff. You can exercise. Sleep burns calories? Okay, whatever. Just, whatever, shush. Jesus. Losing weight can take a while. I wanted to know how long, you idiot. Jesus. How long does it take? That's what I googled. How do you lose weight fast? No, that's not one. Can you lose weight? No. Okay, let's check out the, because apparently the exercise will improve fitness, improve strength. Okay, reducing combat capabilities. That's not quite good. Improves fitness, improves clumsiness. Takes you longer to. General exercise, okay. Increasing clumsiness, slower inventory switching, but yeah, that's no problem for me. Yeah, that would not be good. Barbell curls. Okay, so sit-ups is probably my best bet. Improves fitness, though. Improves strength. So anything that improves strength is going to reduce my combat capabilities, which is bad in the beginning. So, yeah, I don't know. Drain endurance a lot. Exercise fatigue. Okay, probably sit-ups is my best bet. for dealing with stuff like that because I am low. So it would probably be smart if I did sit-ups as my exercise. Okay. I don't know how often I would have to do it. Apparently losing weight takes a long time. Okay, so okay. And avoiding sleep is the best way to lose weight. So yeah, that other guy was ridiculously stupid. I knew that. It was like, wait a minute. So avoiding sleep is good. Choosing the right foods. Yep, vegetables and berries and fruit. Okay, the smaller. Okay. And almost all of them can be farmed in huge quantities using the help of their corresponding seeds. Okay. Well, the only vegetable from the list you can't farm is onions. All right. And the only two types of fruits are berries and cherries that you can farm, but you can always find them in the wilderness and forests. Okay, cool. They will not sustain you enough, as they mostly consist of carbohydrates. You also need proteins and lipids to function. Why would you need those? Okay, bacon bits, sunfish, worms, and insects. So I haven't found a lot of bacon bits, actually, honestly. Okay. So insects, worms, and okay, sunfish and insects. All right. So I have to be careful. So losing weight is great. But yeah, it's probably something I really need to play around with in the future. But I think if I just concentrate on eating peas a lot, I might be able to see a weight loss difference and get rid of that debuff that you start with in the beginning of the game, which is overweight. Started weighing is 95, right? So as soon as I go below 85, I'll lose that trait, which is great. If you perform general physical exercises and sleep no more than 8 hours per night, then you should gain around 1 kilo per 500 calories. So if you summed up, okay, so you could gain 5 to 6 kilos a day. What? You can drop back to your default. Really? 5 to 6 kilos a day. All right, so this is kind of a cheat sheet, and I'm sure that by not taking the trait, not needing the trait, this is going to give me that nutritionist thing already, but yeah, I think I can get away with not having nutritionists anymore. Just because I've got the mod that'll show me calories, and I've got the guides. So okay, so this is pretty good. I like this one, so I'll definitely bookmark that one. All right, so apparently I can gain, yeah. I don't know. It looks like a really difficult subject. So you start off with 1,000 calories. And running seriously spikes your calories in the ground. Okay. Okay, so the arrows next to the weight number signify gain loss. And I'm losing it, but only by 1 arrow. But it's a significant gain loss? Okay. I am probably, it's because I've got low calories. Okay. Okay, you can lose weight at 1 kilo per day, but it's going to get complicated. Carbohydrates, fats, and proteins, not just calories. Okay. All right. Okay, so proteins only multiply your strength experience gains. Carbs and fats, on the other hand, multiply your weight gains, and that's the topic of this video. Okay, so I think I've got it down properly. But apparently beef jerky has calories and not much else. Hit the calorie cap. Okay, it's only by eating fats and carbs that you can gain more than 1 kilo per day. Okay. It takes days. Okay, so it'll take days for your nutrients, especially the fats, to impact your weight. But I figure if you get into a dangerous situation with your fats and lipids, it can spiral out of control. So as long as I'm careful, I can maintain my weight between 85 and 65 probably, just by eating foods that have lots of lipids and lots of fats, and I don't really care about anything else. I just need to keep it under control. So I'll have to look for a food that yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. I think that's it. Yeah, that's the main reason I got overweight, because I knew I could lower my, or apparently on paper, lower my weight. So that would be cool if it did start happening and I was able to look after that simply by eating peas for a month. So I'm assuming by eating straight peas, that's going to be so role-playingly boring, but I mean, whatever, right? So that might actually work, and I'd be curious how much weight I would lose in a month. So yeah, there we go. Thanks for watching.